Hey, here's a quick little yoga routine that you can do on your knees. So all you need is a yoga mat, and I recommend having a blanket under your knees, but you don't have to, but I'm sure your knees would appreciate it. So you're just gonna start here with your knees on the blanket and your hands in front of you. Your knees are hip width apart and your hands are hip width apart. We're going to start with some cat-cow poses. Inhale, look up. Exhale, tuck your chin around your spine. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Come back to a neutral spine, and we're going to look behind us to get a little crunch on one side and a little stretch in the intercostals on this side. And look the other way. Good. And come back to center. Now we're going to take our right arm out in front of us and our left leg out behind us. So we're doing a little balance challenge here. Right arm in front, left leg in the back, and it's the same height as my torso. So I'm in a line. Now you're going to take your arm straight out to the side. Oh, and see if you try and take your leg out to the side. Oh, it's hard. And come back to center. And then bend the arm and bend the leg like you're peeing on a fire hydrant. And come back to center. And now if you want a real challenge, see if you can reach back and grab that foot. Don't worry if you can't reach it, you're still a good person. Good, and come back to center. And lower the left knee, scoop that right arm down and around, and we're gonna come on to the right shoulder. You can hang out right here. If you'd like a little bit more of a opening, we can lift up that left arm, open up the chest, and maybe you even rotate your arm and send your arm around your back, maybe even tuck it in around your right thigh. You don't have to do any of this. This is just an add-on. And lower that left hand and push yourself back up. Good, now we're gonna do the other side. Take your left arm out in front of you and your right leg out behind you. Okay, reach, reach, reach. Keep the back of the neck long. I'm just looking forward so I can see you. All right, now we're gonna take our hand out to the side and our leg out to the side. Whoa, try not to fall over. Come back and bend the arm. Pee on the fire hydrant, don't pee on the cat. And reach. And then maybe try and reach back and find that foot. If you can't find it, that's okay. Push into that hand that's on the ground. Breathe. Good. Release. Reach. And then we're going to lower that right knee and scoop the left arm down and around. Coming onto that left shoulder, left ear's on the ground. And lift the right arm in the air if you want to. You don't have to. You can leave it on the ground. And then if you want, you can rotate the palm away from you and reach it behind you to your low back, or maybe you even tuck it by your thigh. Breathe. Nice big breaths down in the belly. And lower the right hand. Push yourself back up to all fours. Good. We're going to curl our toes under, so it looks like this. And we're going to sit back on the heels. Okay, that stretches out the plantar fascia on the bottom of the feet. And for some of you, you might not be able to stand that for too long. If it's really tight, that's okay. Just hold it for as long as you can. You might want to reach underneath and lift up the pinky toes. They have a tendency to stay curled. Breathe. You're almost done. Good. And you can whack out those feet. So I'm just whacking my feet against the ground, getting the circulation back in them. Good. Now we're going to send our right foot behind us, and look at my toes. They're curled under and I'm pushing back through my heel. So I'm getting a nice stretch in the calf here. It looks like this. Like that. So my foot's on the ground this time instead of lifted, and I'm pushing back through the heel. Now I'm going to lift up that back foot and I'm going to send it over to the left. So I'm crossing it over. Okay? And you can just hang out here. Look back at your foot and make sure it's straight up and down and it's not flopping to the side. If you want more of a balance challenge, you're going to reach back with that left hand and reach it towards that right foot, which is over on the left side. We're getting some cross lateral movements here. Thumb points up. Thumbs up for fun. Breathe. Or maybe thumbs up for pain. Hopefully you're not having pain, you're just having stretchy discomfort. And bring the hand back and bring the knee back. Good, we're going to do the other side. So you're going to send your left foot back, keep the toes curled and on the floor, and we're just pushing back through the heel. You should be feeling a nice stretch in the calf there. And then lift up that foot, send it over to the right. Oops. Look back at the foot and make sure it's straight up and down. And then if you want to, you don't have to do this part, especially if you have balance issues, but you're going to take the right hand, palm faces out, so thumbs up, and then we're going to reach our fingers towards the heel. And so what that's doing is we're getting a nice contraction here in the obliques, the belly muscles on the side, a little crunch. And we're also getting a stretch on the other side, the intercostal muscles. Those are the muscles in between your ribs. Breathe. And come back. And bring the knee back. Good. And now we're going to sit back in a wide leg child's pose. So take your knees farther apart and you're going to sit back on your heels. If that's too hard for you, if you have another blanket or a cushion on your couch, you can stick that under your bum and sit back on that. You can also roll up a blanket and put it under your knees. So you don't have to be on your bum. And we're going to come forward into a child's pose. If that's not working for you, you can stay up higher with your bum up in the air. Okay? And remember, you can always sit on a couple cushions. So either bum low or bum high. And we're pushing through the hands and pushing down through the armpits. And try to relax. Nice big breaths down in the belly. And then walk your hands over to the right, getting a nice stretch on those intercostal muscles on the left again. You can even look up under your left armpit for a little bit of extra stretch. And walk your hands over to the left and look up under your right armpit if you want. Don't have to. And come back to center. And you can just rest here. You can go into a Shavasana position. So that looks like this. We just come down on our backs. Maybe you take your blanket and you roll it up and put it under your knees. That always feels nice. And we just hang out like this. Close your eyes. Take some nice deep breaths. Rest is really important. It's important to have our stretches, but it's also important to rest. Nice big breaths down in the belly. And if you guys want to hold this for a little bit longer, you can. I'm going to stop the video now because it's 10 minutes and I wanted to make sure it was a 10-minute video. But if you want to hold that Shavasana for as long as you want, you go ahead. All right, you guys have a good day.